Did you see that? That? I didn't either. We were checking out the video of yesterday putting that engine in, and then I looked at the front frame, and this thing has been crashed, but good. Look at this dimple, this crease where the bumper bracket was, and the way that this is pushed up. I don't think the suspension has been affected, and there's a couple other things that I've seen on this that are highly suspect for a 1941 Mercury. The drama begins now. So check this out. I was doing a bunch of research after I saw this, and I think we're going to pause on this whole front end for right now. Frame rails look really nice coming up. And yesterday I was looking, I was like, look at that buckle. How come I never saw that before? It's been welded. It was crashed. I don't know how this occurred when the bumper and the sheet metal are in awesome condition. I mean, many times you'll see where the bumper comes in and mashes this front fender. There's this, but a hit of that size doesn't really mean a distorted frame. Driver's side, same story. A curious buckle and a weld. Dang it, I don't think that's a deal breaker for what we're doing, because when it had this big old clunky V8 engine, flathead, it was bolted in right here. And they're a very simple design right into the engine case. So I bet that was a huge amount of support holding this cross member. And that's why the front did what it did. I also think it's interesting that there are these two braces in here that were unexplained. And, you know, not a diss to the people I bought it from. They may not have known at all. You could definitely work around that. But it got me thinking, why didn't that wishbone line up underneath? Why aren't there front brakes on it? Why is the chassis so clean, yet the axle so freaking filthy? And why is the spring hitting the perch? These are all relevant questions. I think I'm about to do some explaining. There's an image. Sourced on the internet. Thank you, Jamie. Of the width of the spring. Whoosh. The width of the spring going from here to here. This spring appears to be not from this car. What? The spring is not from the car. It's too wide. If the spring was narrower, these shackle angles would be over here more. Now you do want them to be on this, angle, whatever it is, 45 degrees. Some people say, I don't know. But if this spring was about 1 inch to 1.5 inches narrower, they wouldn't be interfering. They wouldn't be hitting right here. This is where it gets interesting. I did my homework. The 1941 Ford and the 1941 Mercury are pretty much identical except for the front suspension and the front sheet metal. Obviously, the frame is longer by 4 inches. Don't you find it curious that this that's in the frame without this mount is 4 inches short? Aha! I believe it's a 1940 or 41 front axle. I believe that this car is so clean with minor rust And this axle and wishbone are so crusty because it's from a different car. Jamie. Dun, dun, dun. The reason that pitman arm is still on the front axle, the steering column still has a pitman arm on it that was laying in the car, tells a whole story, does it not? Was the front axle damaged in the collision? This car's got some secrets over a lot of years. Long story short, we're going to shelve the front suspension for a little bit. It's too much to think about right now. Steering box, spring, bushings, brakes, yada, yada, yada. Or do I just get the kit from the prior owner and put a Mustang 2 under it when I was really trying to keep it vintage? I don't know. Let's drop this on the ground and get onto the rear. This is what we're dealing with. Got the camera rolling. Got my eyes on straight. I'm noticing that this rear spring is wrapped in the same fashion as the front spring. So maybe that axle in the front is just too narrow, causing it to interfere. It would add up to the fact that just that axle in the front was bolted in the simplest fashion, right through the leaf spring dealies, and then the rear wishbone mount was never connected. It's the same with these. If I creep forward, you can see here, those two arms are not going to nowhere. I imagine they mounted on the rear of the transmission. So up here, I think I'm just going to unbolt this. I'm going to check all this business out. Right. We are free. All right. Now in a perfect world, we just roll this thing out from under. I can see it's not a perfect world. Let's get them tires off. All right, so this is what it looks like out of the car. It's where the front mounted to, and then of course the rear on the leaf spring. Not rocket science. Let's get that other one in here and take a measurement. All right, so here's the new rear axle. This is out of a Chevy truck. It's a GM 8.8 style. Let's just see roughly how wide this stock one is. About 30. It's about 61 inches, 62 inches. And this one is 55, so it's considerably narrower, which is cool as long as this fits inside the frame rails, because we were going to lower it. We don't want the backing plates to hit the chassis. It'll allow us a wider tire in the back, which is cool. Or in this case, so I got adapters to use the early rims on this. So the 5.5 Ford on 5 lug to the 5 lug on 4 3/4 for the Chevy. So I'm gonna move that out of the way and just roll this under the car and jack it up. Just take a look what's gonna happen. It's almost like I've been on TV. You got the camera placement, you got the dramatic angle, you got the lighting. Yeah. Alright. Let's jack it up, man. See what it is. Told you. Reggae polka fusion. Jamie loves reggae. I listen to it all the time. It's starting to wear off. Starting to get a bad accent. I think it's time for Glasses Cam. All right, here we go. So this is what we're looking at now. Got our cross member here. Axle has tons of room. But it looks like that backing plate's probably going to hit the chassis. But coming in on this side, it doesn't look like that. So the axle's obviously not centered. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see if we can move this over without breaking everything. Yeah. So, man, talk about playing it fast and loose. Oh, look, rust. Yep. Always something hiding. No, this just might work. These backing plates, I don't know. I got a set of mag wheels in the car, in the truck. Maybe we can get 1 or 2 bolts on there and just lay this down and see. Could work. It's gonna put these on the dune buggy, but Chevy bolt pattern, I'm hoping. Probably could have measured it. Instead, just try to put it on. Oh no, it's a Ford 5-on-5. Dang it. Got no rims. Does look kind of cool though. I mean, in an alternative hillbilly universe, that is greased lightning. You know what they say about custom car building? Never gonna go as planned. Were we stymied? Were we snafu'd? We run amok? Or we, come on, there's some more out there. I don't think any of that. I think it's gonna have to be developed. Axle's in there. I'm gonna wait for those adapters. I got tires on order, and I'm gonna do some research. If we can find a really simple way to get this axle in there without having to cut the frame or the body, you know, the floors, I think we're gonna go that route. A little research on the front, a little research on the rear. Jamie's going away. She's gonna be gone for a few days. I'm going to the desert. Little Jewel update next. See ya. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday, July 6th, 10th. I don't know, first week of next week. First day we're back to work next week. See you there.